Share our latest build with you. Uh, this is our latest village build. It's really patterned after Uhtred's place from The Last Kingdom, a Netflix series. It's his family's home place. So we tried to go. Tried to go by a picture that we found of it. Tried to pattern the inside. Of course, it didn't have a map room, but we tried to really pattern the inside buildings off of that to try to line it up as much as possible. I'll start off by going down and showing you here the front gate and the way it looks when you're coming in. It's the front gate to the village. As you can see, the wall wraps around. It's really a one big complete circle. It's about 40, probably 40 around. When you're doing your dimensions, you're going to start off with your little circle, and we went 20 squares in all directions from that when we found the center of the village where we was going to start. I'll show you where we used the center of the village at. We'll walk around this side. Up here in this location, and I'll show it to you on the map room here. You can see us over here on 12B. We hadn't built up here in this location before. It's a pretty wild location. A lot of animals that attack right off the bat. A lot of wolves, a lot of bears, the big elk. Say there are saber-tooths up this direction as well. But when we found this location, what we really loved about it was this stone. It wasn't a marker as far as being a site marker on the map or anything, so that we knew there wasn't a way that we was going to be able blocking a spawn point or a ghost or anything like that. So, but we really liked that center stone and thought that would make a good town center or village center when we found it. So we started off here. We just started off with our little circle, and then we went off 20, like I said, about 20 blocks in every direction to get the size of our outside dimensions, our outside wall. We had tested on our solo server that we'd tested there, and we tested 25, we'd tested 30, and it just wasn't big enough, didn't leave enough space on the inside to really fit a village build without everything just being crammed in on top of one another. So we made it a point just to go a little bit bigger. Of course, you got to have admins who's okay with that. Admin here on this server, it states when you join the server he doesn't want any ginormous builds, and 40 by 40 seems like a big build. But when you really look at it, we're taking up more space, but the buildings are really, the dimensions of the buildings are a lot scaled down a whole lot to fit. It's not a big block building, with somebody stacking foundations 10 or 11 high or higher. So we really tried to cut back on that, use walls when we could, and make the buildings, scale the buildings back from our normal size of what normally people will go with. So let's go back over here to the beginning. I'll start to walk through. So you come in the main gate here. There's the main gate. We come in outside. I really like the way that my wife and I was able to get some of these designs. You can come up, really get a good overview of the city itself and some of the buildings. I'll take you inside the buildings as well. But there is a walkway all the way around the top of the enclosure. We'll be putting archers and things up there. We do have purges on this server, as you can see. Our purge meter is getting pretty high right now. So we'll be having our first purge at this location here pretty soon. So when you come in the main gate, when you first come in the main gate, you see these the breezeway and these set of connecting buildings here. Now what I've done is I put I scaled back. I normally have 4 of these forges, but just because of size inside the buildings and outside, I chose to scale back to 2, put them on the outside. I think that kind of helps with the way things look as well. So we got, so as you might guess, this first building when you go in right here is blacksmithing. So you got your tinkerer's table, you got your garrison blacksmith bench, casting table, go through this little breezeway into the alchemy room. We scaled back about what kind of pieces we were using for the alchemy room. This server doesn't really call for some of those bigger tables. We did storage up high, that way we keep clutter down off the floor a little bit, save us some space. Come out this door onto the breezeway here, and then directly to your left is Armorsmith and torturer's bench. We got the torture bench, we got tanner's table, tanners, got our blacksmith, or I mean our armorsmith. Got good to get steel shaper there, got lucky on that. Come back out into the breezeway. The door doesn't shut in my face. So we come through the breezeway right here. This building could only really house blacksmithing, alchemy, and armorsmith. So we tried to be creative without building another building, specifically woodworking. So what we've done is we brought woodworking here. We just kind of enclosed this space. It doesn't take up a lot of room. Lumbering on this server, I mean, the way the settings are, it's a boosted server, so you don't need as much for that. Come around the corner. This is a back door into armorsmithing. Got another well here. We put artisan tables on the back side of this building instead of creating and making it kind of an indoor-outdoor area. Just to creating another building again for HIT and lumbersmithing. This is going to be a pub at one point. We haven't got it decorated or finished yet. You can see we started putting some stuff. There'll be a bar that comes across here, kind of separating, and then we'll put a couple, 2 or 3 tables out in this area. Probably move that fireplace a little bit. We did the same way with cooking. We kind of brought HIT outdoors in a lot of ways. The stove is inside the inn or the pub that we just came out of, tavern. But we brought cooking campfire and fridges out here. Just to have another really outdoor space for using the outdoor space that we have rather than building another building specifically dedicated to some of that. First building up here, well, I'll take you in and show you this. Building here is my living quarters building. You see the kind of the design on here. Now there's not a lot of space in this design. I only went 1 wall high and then put this roof on it the way I wanted. Probably put some of this new scrolls and things down on this desk to give it a little bit more look. And of course my bed. Next building here will be my wife's, her living quarters building. See the way design that she has got here. It's got a few more angles on it. Not sure what she's going to do with this porch area out here, but it'll be out some kind of outdoor area. give you an idea what that roof looks like. And then she's done decorating on the inside of her building here. I like the angles and the way the roof has turned out on this one quite a bit. She still has some decorating to go. Come out the back door there, but come back around. This building here, in the show Last Kingdom on Netflix, this is inside this town. This is a chapel, so I went ahead and built that, put that in here. Haven't decorated it up yet, but I'll take you around the building and show you the design a little bit. Take you inside. And of course, well, I'll put benches and things in here, probably a platform up here. This will get all decorated up, lit up like a village center square. Of course, the map room. But there you have it. Hope you've enjoyed watching this. I hope that you go back and watch it all. It's a good build. If you want to know some more about the dimensions or how we build it, please let me know. I'll be more than glad to share with you. Hope you enjoy. Have a great day.